Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of Soma versus a Light here on Dominator. It's some StarCraft remastered stuff coming at ya. The replay is from RJB. You know that already, though, don't you? Top side, it's gonna be, it's a blue Terran player. It is a Light. Down on the right side, it is Soma, an incredible matchup. I was excited when RJB sent it to me. I like these two players a lot. I think they're fairly even in skill at this point. So let's see who's going to win here in this TVZ for your Saturday. We're going to go ahead and speed it up a little bit in the early stages here, unless it's a proxy of some kind, because everybody knows what early game TVZ looks like if it is standard, which is about 80% of the matches that I cast. So, Overlord scouting correctly here on Dominator, which is a very weird map, man. It is currently in the map pool. But, yo, it looks like, what was that, Gladiator, the old map? Just with little low-ground bases with only minerals? Blech. I don't like taking those, but there are a lot of other places to expand, right? High ground with Vespene gas? Why would you take a base here if you can take a base here, man? We will have to see. So it's going to be an overpool opening? Is there a... Yep, it's going to be an overpool opening here. From Soma, just going to be safe. Racks into an expansion here. The Overlord is parked to see when the expansion is going to go down for Light. And we're going to see a Mutalisks, because 2-hatch Muta is the very, very, very standard opening for TVZ for the last few years, man. And even beyond that. So how many Mutalisks are we going to have? So not taking the gas at the natural base. Let's see when he does. Alright, so these Lings are here looking for trouble, but there we go. SCVs blocking and tanking for these 4 Marines. This is 6 Lings against 4 Marines with 2 or 3 SCVs. And yeah, these Lings are done. They are done. They are done with harassment. Pa! Take that, SCV. Take 5 hit points off of your 60 hit point health pool. Spire coming up. Sub 4 minutes. No second gas on the way here. So I think it's going to be just maybe 5 or 6 Mutalisks. Just light harass into lurkers. And then into a third base. And then into a hive, right? Hang on a second. Second extractor here. At 4 minutes and about 20 seconds. SCV knows that. Or does he? He doesn't know. Hurry, turn around. See the second gas. Boom, 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 boom. Academy on the way. Stim on the way here. Engineering Bay being thrown down here behind these minerals. And yeah, that timing... Yeah, so we're not going to do an early +1. The Engineering Bay is just for missile turrets. And Stim is on the way, as I said. And enough gas and enough minerals to make 6. There we go, 6 Mutalisks. Oh, hang on a second. 5 larva. There we go. Larva 6. Oh, and a +1 Carapace. All right, man. I think we're going to invest into Mutalisks here. A little bit more than I thought. Yeah, 6 Mutalisks with the +1 Carapace on the way. It takes a long time for that Carapace to finish. Third base here. Was it scouted? Nope. Just scanning the natural base. Sees there is gas. And says, I will be on the lookout for so many Mutalisks. Yeah, 3 more on the way here. We've got 2 missile turrets inside the natural base. How many in the main base? None so far, but 1 and then 2. All right, so I think we need a few more, right? So 3 inside the natural. 5 Mutalisks now, but there are a lot more coming. Or maybe we're going to cancel the Flyer Carapace. Nope, we're continuing to make Mutalisks here from Soma. Soma did defeat, I want to say it was Light, back a few years ago on the channel with nothing but Lings and Mutalisks. And that performance has stayed with me for so long. Soma is so good with Mutalisks. He can win a high-level TVZ with nothing but Mutas and Lings. Nothing but them. So we'll see if he can pull it off here, but I want to say we're going to throw down a Hydralisk Den here in 2025 because Terran players have improved in skill since like 2019 or 2018 when I cast that game. And I don't think it's possible to kill Light with just Mutalisks and Lings now. Let me know in the comments if you think I'm correct there. And if you say that Soul Key can do it, okay, fair enough. Soul Key is currently in Bonjour status, which means he can do anything he wants to, and it will work. But other than that, right? Like Soma, Queen, Larva, can they defeat Light, or Flash, or Rush, or Sharp with only Mutalisks and Lings? In 2025, I think it's kind of an interesting question. So we are absolutely 100% not throwing down a Hydra Den. We are going to protect that third base solely with Mutas for the time being. That Carapace upgrade is still not done. Like, that's how much of a crazy long time it is. I cannot believe he killed, like, the one... Okay. 3 Mutas. What? Yeah, 3 Mutas killed there. A 4th one almost dead there as well. This is pretty horrendous. I mean, we're keeping the Terran back home for now. We're thinning those workers down. There we go. Hydra Den coming in. By workers, I mean Marines. SCVs are not dying to these Mutas at all. They're not even trying to get into the main base whatsoever because they know if the Marines make a run down to that third base, it's dead. They cannot be allowed to do that. But these Mutas are dying. They are dying a little bit too fast for every Zerg player's liking. Light is doing some stuff here. Another Muta dies. Death and death and death and more death. Look at this. 4 of the Mutas into this group of 9 are injured badly. They're not healthy whatsoever. They take a couple shots from a Marine and they explode. This is bananas. I'm feeling pretty good about Light right here. I mean, Lurker aspect is finishing up. A Hive is on the way. So I don't know if I feel that great about him because Soma is buying enough time to do what he needs to do on the other side of the map, right? Which is get a Filer Mound, get Consume, get Adrenal, make some Ultras, and then bam, the game completely flips on its head. Any time for starports, my guy? Yes, double starport. Cool. Science facility. Absolutely. We're going to get that Irradiate option. Probably, if it's not already here yet. He is kind of sitting on some cash. Light is, under a 662 dad name. I have no idea what that's about. But I kind of like it. As a dad myself. As a dad of 3 kids. 662 dad. Maybe I'll change my StarCraft name to 663 dad. In honor of Light here. Science vessels are on the way. Irradiate doesn't take that long to do. Do you think I was not watching the production tab closely enough? I apologize. I should know. Maybe somebody who was watching the production tab was like Falcon, obviously. Irradiate came through. How dare you? But, I mean, I sure hope so. Because science vessels are finishing up shortly here. Defiler Mound is on the way. Nidus Canals are coming in. Like, the Hive stuff is awesome right now. No Adrenal. Not yet. I would have guessed Adrenal. But instead we're prioritizing Defiler Mound right now. Yeah, we have to have Irradiate. It had to have come in as soon as that science vessel finished. It's too important an upgrade to have skipped it or forgotten it all the way here to 10 minutes. There's just, I'm going to say it's already done. We're making another round of science vessels. So yeah, not enough energy on these guys for it yet. But pretty close. It's only 75 energy. It's not the most expensive thing at all time. It's single target, right? Which is why it's kind of cheap. Although Psystorm is splashed and it's also 75 energy, so whatever. Lurkers high ground. Nice concave. Science vessel gets sniped. All the lurkers die. And Light says, no, you will not get lurkers high ground near my base. I am big. I have the +1 attack. I have range. I have stim. I've got medics. I probably should be adding some fire bats in. Oh my gosh, Irradiate's coming in at 11 minutes. Never mind. We don't have Irradiate on these science vessels. Why not? Oh, if the mutas want to stand and fight. Okay, all the mutas are dead. Wow, 3 mutas remain. 2 of the 3 are in the purple status. And Light is making a really strong push here. How many lurkers are there? 2. 2 lurkers stacked up, 1 sunk in. Light is contemplating strongly right now. What is the play? What is the play going to be here? Third base is coming in, back home from light. He recognizes he has the pressure on. D-Matrix Marine jumps in, drags the Lurker Spines with him. Lurkers are down. Sunken is down. No, there's still a Lurker there. It was a trap the whole time. Dark Swarm pops up, and oh no. There are still 2 Lurkers there. What? How did that happen? Oh, Soma snuck it in there at the very last second and said, nope. Hey, Irradiate on a Defiler. All right. Light trying to do what he can here. He almost busted into that natural base, but I wonder if the Lurkers came out of that Nidus when I wasn't looking. I mean, because there are Lurkers over here, right? They're defending this third base. And the Nidus means you only have to have a couple Lurkers, right? These 3 can be moved back to the natural as needed. Although we're leaving 3 here just in case. You know, it takes a lot of APM to constantly shuffle your Lurkers back and forth when the Marine army is in one position or the other. So Science Vessel is ready to rock. 1 kill on 1. Not so much on the other one. Plagues coming in from the Zerg. Fear the Plague-oo. Fear what it can do to you and your loved ones. If you have been plagued, you may be eligible for financial compensation from the Queen of Blades, Kerrigan herself. Hey, we unstacked the Lurkers. I don't think that was a fantastic... Oh, they run into the Nidus, and then there was a trap. There are 4 Lurkers stacked right there. Dude, Soma is baiting. He's like, hey, look. These Lurkers are easy to kill. Then they don't die, and then we drag you... Oh, my gosh. We drag you into another bunch of Lurkers, and then the ones escape. I think we need drops at this point, man. I'd love to see some drops. Little Comsat is good, too. Floating the factory says no factory transition. No mech transition whatsoever. This is looking tough. This is looking pretty tough for Light. It's weird, because he's up 133 to 85 supply, and if you didn't know what you were talking about, you'd be like, Terran's doing fine. No, he's not. He's not doing fine. He's landing at third base. He doesn't have any fire bats. His Science Vessel count is good. It's good. It's 5. It's not amazing. It's not 8. It's not 16. It's not even 12. Which you kind of need if you're going to win this against Soma. More Science Vessels. Keep them alive forever. Keep them as much alive as you can. There is a fire bat up here, so that's good. 0 kills on that man. There are some fire... Okay, there are some fire bats at both locations. I take it back. There are fire bats. Ooh, we're doing the Hydra meta. Is that what we're doing here? More Hydralisks with Adrenal on the Lings. No actual Ultras. I mean, it's a 2025 replay between Soma and Light, so sure. It's just been a while since I've cast a game featuring the Hydra meta that has shown up here in the last couple of years. Okay, I mean, this is great. You need to start adding tanks, but man, you floated the factory. You can't add tanks onto this. I think the factory even died. I think you'd have to rebuild the factory from scratch if he wants to start making tanks. Dude, he's in so much trouble. He's in all of the trouble, man. He's working on a vehicle weapons upgrade. For the what? You don't have anything that can use vehicle weapons upgrade. I'm looking for another factory. Did he... Oh, he repaired it. It's over here. Hold on a second. He might try getting into some siege tanks. That would be good. But for now, this Marine Firebat medic stuff is not going to work against the Hydra Crackling Lurker Defiler meta that has been really refined over the last little bit. And what's funny is, again, Hydras get burned down by Marines with Stim and like +2 or +3. They die so fast. But then there's the Dark Swarm, which negates everything, and that's why this whole thing works. Every piece of the puzzle needs to be there. He has another factory back home. It was at the third. I don't even look at the third base, dumb me. Cool. So we're working on tanks. Trying to get in there. Can Light do it, everybody? Tap that like button if you think he can. Tap that like button if you don't think he can. Let the algorithm know that I'm here for StarCraft, folks. Science Vessel getting chased by Hydras. Lurkers getting irradiated. Golly, just walking into irradiated Lurkers on their deathbeds. Dropping the main base. 2 Lurkers get denied. Denying a +1 melee attack upgrade. Sniping that Evolution Chamber. Getting the Spire 2. No more Scourge production is pretty fantastic. Easily taking it down. And now everybody can die. He's not going to try to save these guys at all. And then charge into this 4th base. Dark Swarm. Oh, Plague. Oh, no, no, not further into the Dark Swarm when you're plagued. Okay, Light. That is a disgustingly placed Dark Swarm. You're like, if you get close enough, you can hit that hatchery. It's not protected by the Swarm. Light. I like the drop. I do. I like the Spire Snipe very much. I like that you're trying to add tanks into this whole mix. I like that you're dropping the main base again. Immensely. Very much. Actually, gets behind the mineral line. Doesn't kill any drones whatsoever. Has to fall back a little bit because lurkers are burrowing in position. And everybody gets plagued, and this drop is over. All right. Well, it was a good try, Light. You're denying mining at the main base for at least a few seconds. Perhaps more than a few seconds. This medic's like, hey, I can't actually heal all of you guys that well, so bam, 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 bam. This sure looks like a Soma win. I don't know. Where are the tanks? You've been producing tanks. I see them in the production tab. They are not joining this party. Maybe a drop with siege tanks would be better. It would undoubtedly be better. D-Matrix Firebat in their house. Triple D-Matrix Firebat in the house. Can we jump in here? Absolutely, we can jump in here. We can get some shots off. The D-Matrix Firebats are leading the charge. Their D-Matrix wears off, but they tanked a bunch of damage. There is one lurker sitting here, not stacked at all. No, the Dark Swarm! And the Hydras on the lurkers, and the backside attack is actually pretty terrible from Soma. Yeah, I don't... Nope, just keep running. Nope, nope, absolutely not. If you don't have Dark Swarm, you can't do this. Hydra Lurker dies to Marine Medic, especially Marine Medic with upgrades, which, of course, Light has because he has 3/3 and he's Light. It's the Dark Swarm. If you don't have the Dark Swarm, you cannot stand and fight. Not against these Marines. Maybe if you outnumber them 2-1 or like 3-1 or something, you can pull it off, but not the way this is looking. Okay, siege mode. Every Terran fan's like, thank goodness, the sound of siege mode. We've been missing it from this game. Oh, big ol' drop into the main base too, though. Hold on a second. Spread it out. These guys inside the swarm are going to die. Gets a Firebat in here to try to... he's fighting a Hydralisk outside of the Dark Swarm. Help kill these Lings. Help kill these Lings. There you go. Big man. Big man saving it. Hold on. The main base is an absolute disaster area for Soma. What is going on? Is this enough to actually help him win this game? Did a second plague get tossed down? Soma GG's out and Light. What? What? Told you it's drops, man. I'm telling you it's drops every single time. I mean, drops don't guarantee you win, but if you're gonna win a game of StarCraft and you add a couple drops in, it increases your chances by like 40%. I swear. I gotta see what this drop did. Hold on a second. Tap that like button, though. What a surprise and shock ending here. Light got another massive drop in. I am over the moon about that. I thought this was going to be yet another poor SK Terran losing against a Zerg player who knows what they're doing with the Hydra meta. And it's a triple drop ship swing into the main. No Scourge here at all. Nothing. Just drops. One lurker dies. No kills on that lurker. Scourge, get the drop ship, but too late for that. Way too late for that. Dropships get out of there to the Defiler Mound. Oh, that's huge. I didn't even see that. It gets the Evolution Chamber. This Firebat was busy. I guess. Evolution Chamber not working on anything. And this attack, look at these Hydras. Look at him go. No Dark Swarm. The Defiler dies before it can Dark Swarm. That's part of it. Is that this army gets wiped out and he can't do anything about it, coming into the front door and assisting with these guys, like just meeting up right in the middle, 181 to 91 supply. Also, look at this fourth base or fifth base rolling. I didn't even mention that. Okay, this helped. Okay, yes, this all makes sense now. Light, third base, fourth base, fifth base, right? Fifth base rolling, tanks defending. Zerg player's only on 4 bases. He got out expanded here. Wasn't able to really push across the map at all. I thought he was going to start doing it. But I think the drops really slowed him down a lot. And then the final death knell drop shows up. everybody gets plagued, but if there's nothing to finish them off, plague doesn't matter all that much, right? That one fire bat who was running around inside the Dark Swarm killing those lings is a major hero. I think he might be dead. No, he's right here. 6 kills for Guy Montag, the hero fire bat here. 3/3 upgrades. Yeah, those lings were inside that Dark Swarm. They were going to town on these plagued Marines and medics, and he showed up and said, "You stay away from my friends. Get away from her." Bam, 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 bam. Everybody dies. 6 kills on the fire bat, and the drop can continue. Friggin-tastic stuff here from Light. What an epic game. Definitely an epic level game. I think I'm going to epic tag this one for Saturday. The comeback, the drops. It was looking so bad. But if I'd taken a look at the economic situation, I mean, the thing is, it doesn't even matter a lot of the time how much money an SK Terran player has. If their Science Vests are getting plagued and dying, then a Zerg player on one base fewer than an SK Terran player can usually beat them. You get across the map, you get a couple Dark Swarms up, bam, this base dies. Dark Swarm here, bam, this base dies, right? But he wasn't able to get across the map. He was too busy defending. The pressure of Light kept on him, and then this drop, just a few Scourge patrolling here, maybe could have dissuaded the drop or shut it down. And then this doesn't happen, so someone totally screwed up on that. And sometimes it just takes one big mistake and you're done. And again, this just shows how bad Hydras are in this matchup and why we didn't see Hydras for many, many years in this matchup until we figured out that, if we Dark Swarm them, they're much better against SK Terran. I don't know why it took us so long, to be honest. But GG, man. Light comes out on top. 662 Dad himself. 127,000 points, 100,000 points. On the other side of it, producing similar numbers of units, killing similar numbers of units, which is not great for a Zerg player who is making Hydras. Buildings raised 7-1 in favor of the Terran. That's a crazy number. And the outspend by the Terran against a Zerg in 19 minutes. That's massive. Light expanding all down that left side. Soma didn't know. Soma didn't know about it. And that's your GG. Just thumbs up, man. Super crazy, awesome thumbs up today. That's what we're here for. Light getting a win against a great Zerg player, Soma. Both these players will be in SSL Season 2 coming up hopefully soon. That was so fun. I was so ready to be like, I'm sorry, Terran players. Once again, Zerg looks unstoppable. But no, Light says, screw you. I'm going to expand faster than usual. I'm going to do some drops more than usual. I'm going to bring Firebats to the party, which are always good, and I'm going to win. And he did. So GG, Light. And that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Instagram, Blue Sky. Where else am I? All those places, man. Every single social media platform known to man. TikTok, I'm there now as well. @/Falcon Paladin or @Falcon Paladin. You know how that works. And until next time, as always, thanks for hanging out. Thank you so much for keeping StarCraft 25 alive in 2025, and you take care of yourself.